Heroic stand at Jutland. John Jack Travers Cornwell was born to Eli and Lily on 8 January 1900, in Leighton, Essex, and educated at Walton Road School. In October 1915, Jack gave up his job as a delivery boy and enlisted in the Royal Navy without his father's permission but had references from his headmaster and employer. He carried out his basic training at HMS Vivid, Keyham Naval Barracks in Plymouth, and received further training as a sight setter or gunlayer and became Boy Seaman First Class. On Easter Monday 1916, Jack left for Rosyth, in Scotland, to join his assignment to HMS Chester. On 31st May 1916, HMS Chester was scouting ahead of the 3rd Battle Cruiser Squadron at the Battle of Jutland when the ship turned to investigate gunfire in the distance, the ship soon coming under intense fire from 4 enemy cruisers which had suddenly emerged from the haze. The shielded 5.5-inch gun mounting where Jack was serving as a sight setter was hit several times, and as Chester's gun mountings were open back shields and did not reach down to the deck, splinters were able to pass under them or enter the open back when shells exploded nearby or behind. Consequently, all the gun's crew were killed or mortally injured except Jack, who, although severely wounded, managed to stand up again and remain at his post for more than 15 minutes, until Chester retired from the action with only one main battery gun still working. But partial hull armor meant that the interior of the ship suffered little serious damage and the ship itself was never in peril of sinking. Nevertheless, the situation on deck was dire as many of the gun crews had lost lower limbs due to splinters passing under the gun shields. After the action, medics arrived on deck to find Jack the sole survivor standing at his gun, shards of steel penetrating his chest, looking at the gun sights and still waiting for orders. Being incapable of further action, HMS Chester was ordered to the port of Immingham where Jack was transferred to Grimsby General Hospital, although he was clearly dying. He died shortly before 8 a.m. on the morning of 2nd June 1916, before his mother could arrive at the hospital. 3 months later, Captain Robert Lawson of Chester described the events to the British Admiralty. Though at first reluctant, the Admiralty eventually decided to recommend Jack for a posthumous Victoria Cross, a decision which was endorsed by King George V. A further recommendation for citation, from Admiral David Beatty, read, "The instance of devotion to duty by Boy, First Class, John Travers Cornwell, who was mortally wounded early in the action, but nevertheless remained standing alone at a most exposed post, quietly awaiting orders till the end of the action, with the gun's crew dead and wounded around him. He was under 16.5 years old. I regret that he has since died, but I recommend his case for special recognition and justice to his memory and as an acknowledgement of the high example set by him.